So are you a little discouraged about logging your meals in programs like MyFitnessPal because maybe it seems a little bit more difficult than you think it is? Or maybe you're having a little difficulty with comparing the foods or what you should put in, or can you even find exactly what you're eating? Well, guess what? Today I'm going to show you 8 food hacks for MyFitnessPal that will make your life a lot easier. Coming up. All right, so let's get into this. I'm going to show you 8 hacks that are going to make your life in MyFitnessPal a lot easier, all right? So listen, when you get into MyFitnessPal, you're going to already bring up your homepage. And if you want to bring up your MyFitnessPal app and follow along, I think that's a great idea. If not, you can always go back into the video later and see exactly what you want to utilize or what you don't. So we're going to go ahead and start at the home screen here. And if you see it already has your goals and random ads from MyFitnessPal, go ahead. You can either type on calories remaining or type on your diary, which is in the bottom left hand second icon from the left. Let's type diary. All right. And since I already have started logging some meals, we're going to need to flip back and forth from today and then tomorrow to show you a few different things. OK, so right now, let's go ahead and go into tomorrow to start off with a fresh log. Let me delete these. And let's start off with a fresh log. And the basic first number 1 hack is basically searching for a food item that you know about. So if you go to add food and you go into something like already down here, you'll see in the history search, it says blackberries. But we'll go ahead and put blueberries in so we can operate the system. All right, blueberries. Hit search, and if you notice, it brings up blueberries and it has a green shield next to it. That green shield means that it has been verified, and if it's verified, that's pretty much saying the macronutrients are going to be the same across the board because the typical blueberry, this typical size, will have these macronutrients in it. Select that blueberry. It's going to give you the serving size of 1 cup and number of servings 1. You can always adjust that by either tapping the 1 cup and changing from grams, 1 berry, or a teaspoon, or just go ahead and hitting number size and serving size basically, and go ahead and scroll and decide on how many servings of that you're going to have. 1 cup, 2 cup, or 3 cups. We're going to just say 1 cup. I just had 1 cup of blueberries myself, so we'll hit that. Once you hit that, check in the right hand corner confirming that that's what you want. It's going to add it in to the breakfast spot, which is the segment that we're in. Right there, you have your blueberries. All right. So that's the first hack. Finding foods that are generally known, bananas, kale, chicken breast, stuff like that will pretty much be easy to find because it's verified. The macronutrients are going to be the same across the board, not even depending on the brand, but a blueberry is a blueberry, given that it's not some majorly altered genetic blueberry, of course, and it's going to be easy such as that to put it in. Let's go to hack number 2. Hack number 2 is adding food from the previous day. So let's say that you've already added something in yesterday, you saved your diary, and you want to add and have that same thing today. Well, right now we're in tomorrow just for example's sake, so we can't do it because today is not actually finished. So we're going to go back into my diary log for today. So let's say I'm going to go down to pre-workout. Let's just take this out. Pre-workout, and I want to go ahead and have the same thing I had the day before, which would be Friday today for that. No, Saturday. Today's Sunday, so Saturday. I want to have the same thing I had Saturday today. What you're going to do for this hack, you're going to take your finger, left side of the screen, swipe right. It's going to add in what you had yesterday into today's log, just like that. Okay. Now that hack only works for 1 day back. All right. So 1 day back is as far as you can go back with the swipe hack. All right. So that brings us to number 3, the third hack. And the third hack is a copy from date hack. And we'll go ahead and stay right here in pre-workout. Now, this is another thing. If you take your finger and go from left to right, it adds. If you take your finger and go from right to left, it will delete like so. So basically, take your finger, go across, delete, go across again, delete, and you take those things out just like that. And I think it's awesome. I put the image of the phone up here so you all can see what's going on as I'm doing it. So right now we're on the third hack, and that's copy from date. So we're going to stay in pre-workout right now. We're going to go to the 3 dots that are located on the right lower side of that segment, as they are in every segment. Okay, we're going to click that, and it's going to bring in a menu that says turn off smart copy because I have it on, and yours may say turn on smart copy because you don't have it on. You want to have smart copy on. All right, this is what enables you to do some of these hacks. So right there, I'm going to go to copy from date. Once I hit copy from date, it's going to bring up a menu that will let me scroll in between segments, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacks. And then on the second side of that roller segment, it's going to allow me to go back in the past to earlier dates. So let's go ahead and go back to January 6th. You can go even as far back in the year in that one physical year as you need to go back, okay? I don't think it goes back into the previous year, but I haven't tried to go back that far, but I do know anytime in a year you can go back as far as that, all right? So if I go ahead and I select Monday, January 6th, click the check button, it's gonna add in what I had January 6th for my pre-workout meal, and I had 6 ounces of grilled chicken and 5 ounces of blackberries. Boom. So long as you can recall that, you can do the copy from date. And I do have a pretty good memory on my food, and that's because I stay consistent with what I eat, because if anything changes on my body matrix, I need to know what I can change, and I don't want to go through a bunch of ingredients to do so, all right? And if you're having problems with that, I also have a fitness app on my website that you can download that also links with MyFitnessPal, and all of your macro protocol goes in there, and I can help you adjust and see what you should or maybe what you shouldn't be taking depending on what your goals are. Okay, and you can go to www.thatguyhealth.com. Go ahead and sign up for a subscription, and we can get training you and starting you off today, okay? But let's get back into this. That was the third hack. Let's get into the fourth hack. And the fourth hack is food recipes, add and save. So let's say that you have a recipe from your mom or maybe your grandmother, your grandfather, anybody, a recipe from a book, and you want to put that in. Well, first what you're going to do is, because that recipe might be something that is not just addable by going into the search box, because it's like something that's outside of maybe the web and it came out of a book or it was written on a 3x5 card. Okay, so what you're going to do is at the bottom right hand corner of your screen, you'll see more with the 3 dots. Hit that. It's going to take you into a menu option. You're going to go down until you see the line that says My Meals, Recipes, and Food. Click that. Now, as you see, I already have recipes saved in here because I've been using MyFitnessPal for a while, not only for my protocol, but for my clients' protocols. So right here, you're going to see you have recipes right there at the top, and at the bottom of your screen, you have Create a Recipe. Click Create a Recipe, say enter ingredients manually, okay? And once you do that, you title your recipe, add your serving sizes in. If you want to do bulk ingredients, click that little switch, and now it's going to let you type in each one of the ingredients, like so, say an onion, ingredient, and you want to go ahead and put, I don't know, 6 tablespoons in or something, 6 tablespoons, and you put that in. You can add that and then go ahead and say return, and then if so, you go ahead, finish out by hitting that right arrow at the top right hand of your screen, and that will allow you to go on and continue the process to save your recipe, put a picture on it, and so on. All right. Once you do that, just like I have here, I have the, I'm going to delete this one because that's going to be the next hack we're going to use, and I want to bring that in fresh. But if you see here, you see That Guy Health Protein Cookie Dough. Well, I have a video that shows you how to make good cookie dough with good macros from scratch using protein powders, and I'll put a link to a card up there so you can go ahead and do that, because it's a fun recipe. It's easy, it's quick, and it tastes awesome. All right. But once you get your recipes in here, they'll be in here. You can save them, and then you can just add them to your diary. If you see right here to the left, it says add to diary, or I can edit the recipe if I so choose to change it, but I don't right now. Okay, so that's your add and save recipe hack. All right. The next hack is your fifth hack. Okay, this is hack number 5, and you're going to want to stay with me because 7 and 8 are going to get very interesting. All right, and definitely interesting. They're going to be very useful to you, majority of you all, especially when you see internet recipes. Okay. So hack number 5 is add or create a meal. Okay. So you want to add food from meals. All right. So if you go down here, we're in our diary. Let's start back from our diary. All right, let's exit out of the protocol. Let's go down here to the segment pre-workout, and let's delete that. Delete the chicken. Once again, swiping from right to left. And let's go ahead, hit those 3 dots at the bottom of the screen, not in the segment like I just did. Hit the 3 dots, go into add recipe, and you'll see one of these meals. Okay, so once you see that, you're going to go into meals. And meals right here, you'll see I have Longhorn strawberry pecan salad. All right. Now, this is a meal that I created based off the original Longhorn's pecan salad because I didn't order everything that the pecan salad comes with from Longhorn. And this hack is very beneficial, okay? Because a lot of times we order meals from restaurants and then we want to see how to put them in, but we didn't get this, we didn't get that. So now what do we do? Because MyFitnessPal has certified or verified the entire meal and I can't break it apart. Well, sometimes you got to get a little tedious like I did in this meal. So what I did, we'll go ahead and add it in. I'll tap that. You see, I was able to attach a profile picture. I have all the ingredients. So let's explain this process right here before we hit the check mark. What I did is I didn't want the feta, I didn't want the chicken, and I didn't want the creamy sauce, but I wanted the raspberry vinaigrette. So I had to basically ask for the raspberry vinaigrette on the side. All right. Don't let them put it on the salad. Order the toppings on the side and they'll put the toppings in individual containers. This later, when you get home, will make it easier for you to weigh these individual items and create the strawberry Longhorn pecan salad, if it is Longhorn's or anybody's salad that you ordered. So what I did is I got my onions, weighed those up. I got 3 raw onion slices. I got the grapes. I got the strawberries, the mandarin oranges, the pecans, the romaine lettuce, and the raspberry vinaigrette. Now that I finished adding all those in, I took a quick snapshot of the profile picture of the salad that I just had. You hit the check mark. It's going to ask you which segment do you want to add this meal in. Go to pre-workout since that's the segment that we're using. Click pre-workout and boom, it adds it in. Now, this is especially important at what I'm about to show you. You see that the total calories for this salad that I had and modified was 266 calories, all right? Now let's search the strawberry pecan salad that's been verified by Longhorn and see what it has, all right? So we're gonna go right here in the same pre-workout segment. We're gonna go to add food. We're gonna go ahead and put Longhorn strawberry, can't spell, strawberry pecan salad. Right there, we see it, okay? Longhorn strawberry pecan salad, but typically it comes with chicken. So let's put chicken in to see if it brings something up. All right, and it's searching. Boom, we got it right there. Grilled chicken and strawberry salad, Longhorn, one salad. All right, so what you're gonna do, and you also see down here, it says grilled chicken and strawberry salad with vinaigrette dressing. You can click either one of these. As you see, the calories are 530. Click on that and boom, there it is. Okay, so if you click that and then say yes, it's going to add that in and there you go. Now notice the difference between the calories. That salad that was put in already artificially through MyFitnessPal with the chicken and probably the feta is 530 calories, whereas to my salad that I altered from Longhorn was only 200 and something calories. All right, so we'll swipe that, delete that off. It was 266. So that's where adding your own meal in comes in handy because you can save that. Because more than not, anytime you order that salad from Longhorns, you're going to order it that same way. And you don't want to have to put those individual ingredients in. That's what discourages a lot of people from logging food is it seems tedious. But if we do the work the front load and then come off the back way and save it, all I have to do now is this. I go in there just like I did, hit that more button, go to meals, recipe and food, go to my meals section at the top, see the Longhorn strawberry pecan salad, click that and hit that check mark. And I'm going to select, I want it to go into pre-workout again. And there it is. Okay. Doubled up. That's all you have to do. So let's go ahead and go to the 6th hack. And the 6th hack is you making your own creation, okay? You want to make your own recipe. Nobody has it out there. So you're making it scratched off, but you know what? You know you're going to probably want to eat this again. So you don't want to have to redo it again in MyFitnessPal. So we're going to follow similar steps to the meal as we are for your own creation. So we're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and use the dinner segment for right now for this. So before we do this, we have to do the work, okay? And to do the work, we're going to go ahead and down in the right-hand bottom of the screen and hit more again. We're going to go once again into My Meals, Recipes, and Food. We're going to go into Recipes, and it's going to create a recipe. We're going to create a recipe, say add in ingredients manually, and once again, you will create your own creation using whatever you want to use and put that in here and then save it and title it as your own. And I would suggest that you title this something with your name name and then whatever you want to call it later, so that when you bring it up, you can say, hey, I know my meals start with my first name. Let me put that in, and that will be in your search history as well. And then you can add it later. Okay. So that's your own creation hack. So the next and seventh hack, and this is going to start getting pretty good. Like this is going to start getting intricate and you're going to love this. Okay. So the seventh hack is adding food from websites. We all see food and recipes from websites, but if you had to, you'd have to keep going back and forth into MyFitnessPal, trying to compare to the website, add into MyFitnessPal, compare to the website, add into MyFitnessPal. Guess what? I got a shortcut for you that's going to blow your mind, because it blew my mind when I learned it. All right. So once again, we're going to go into the bottom right hand screen where you see the three dots to say more. If you're not already still there from following along, we're going to go once again into My Meals, Recipes, and Foods. And if you see right here, it's going to say right here, it's going to say Meals, Recipe, and Foods at the top. Hit Recipes and hit Create a Recipe again. Now you'll see that your first option is Add from Website. Hit that, add from website. It's going to bring up another menu that has various amounts of other websites that partnered up with MyFitnessPal. But if that website's not on there, this is all you need to do. Swipe up if you have an iPhone. If not, don't worry about it. Go to the website. I already have one in mind that I want. Click the address box. Copy that address, that website address. Now go back over to MyFitnessPal. In the top search box, copy and paste that address. Hit go, and now boom, it brings up that web address in MyFitnessPal as if you're on the website, but you're not. You're still in MyFitnessPal, basically ported in. At the bottom now, you'll see that it says import recipe. Click import recipe. MyFitnessPal has brought over all the recipe from that website, put it in here, and now you can click the arrow at the right top part of your screen. It's going to match all the ingredients, because now it's getting the macros ready. So now it has all of the ingredients. It gives you the option to look through, make sure everything's in there that you want. And if you're going to add something to change, and now you're kind of making your own creation again, but basically you had the website in MyFitnessPal bring in everything else, so you don't have to type it in. So you might have one or few things to add in, but if you don't, go ahead and hit that arrow once again at the top right corner and bow. MyFitnessPal just calculated all the macronutrients up. So we got 382 calories, 21.4 grams of fat, 22.6 grams of carbohydrates, and 27 grams of protein. You can also add a profile picture if you want. I'm not going to do it right now, but you have the option to save it for later or save and log it now. We're going to hit save and log. And there it is. Now that we hit save and log, we're in the add food section. It's going to be, pay attention to the top. Make sure if you want to add this to your breakfast, lunch, or dinner, let's go ahead and add it to dinner. Tap dinner, hit the check mark confirming dinner, but not confirming the whole meal yet. Now we can go ahead and change the serving size, whether we're going to have 1, 2, 3, or 4 servings, which would be too much. Let's go ahead and confirm this. Hit the right check mark at the top, and bam, it added in dinner, and even gave me a warning saying 21 grams of fat over or until I have to go. Okay, that's awesome. Boom. Mind blown. You copied a complete recipe from a website with a few strokes, brought it into MyFitnessPal, and now you have it, and you can save it and utilize it, and you don't have to go through those steps again. So guess what? We're almost over. The 8th hack, and this is one that I use all the time, all right? And a lot of people aren't aware of it, but it's quite simple, okay? So let's go ahead and let's delete what we have in dinner by swiping from right to left. Hit delete. That's gone. Now, let's say you got something like supplement or even peanut butter. People love peanut. I love peanut butter. If you're allergic, don't eat peanut butter, okay? So you want to add Jif in. But say you don't want to search it. You don't feel like typing. You don't feel like searching. You want to go directly to it. Boom, I got a solution. The 8th hack is a wonderful hack. Go ahead, go into dinner since that's the segment we're in. Let's go ahead and hit add food. Once you see add food, go ahead and click the barcode button on the right side of the search box. It's going to bring up your camera. You have to allow access. Put that peanut butter in front of that camera and boom, it scans the barcode and brings in the macronutrients, the serving size, everything. Now you can adjust the serving size. Click the right corner, right at the top of your screen, confirming that you want that. It adds it in. So what will it do with something like a supplement? Now, I don't usually add my BCAAs in because usually BCAAs don't have the carbs and the fat, all that. It's usually going to be protein and some calories, all right? So I don't even bother adding it in, although I could. I just don't. But you can, and this is how you would do it the same way. Go to add food in any segment that you want to be in, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Hit the barcode button at the right side of the search box. It's going to bring up your camera once again, and then scan that barcode. Bam, just like that. And I love when I like to scan supplement companies to see, because when they come up in my MyFitnessPal, it's like at least a company has done their due diligence to put this in, especially when the macros match right up. And it has the name Core Nutritionals Australian ABC Gummy Snake. That's exactly what this is. I also have a video. It's a 10-part series of me telling you if these are worth you having or not having, especially based off the taste and if you should buy. And in each video, I give you a discount code that you can use at Core Nutritional's website, and it saves you money on your order. So I'll put a card up there so you can start watching that series. I'm spending $600 to show you all what to buy, what not to buy. So anyway, let's go ahead and confirm this BCAA once again by hitting the check mark at the right hand of your screen, and it adds it in right there. You see we got green, right? It says the food is high in protein. And if you click on one of those items, it shows you the breakdown. 12.5 grams of protein, 0 fat, 0 carb, 50 calories. There you go. All right. There you go. 8 hacks to make your life easier in MyFitnessPal, okay? Logging your food is very important. You need that data. You need that information in order to tell whether you're going in the right direction. People that think they're eating healthy might be eating healthy foods, but you might be over consuming that. And anything not kept in moderation is not a good thing, okay? Eating too little is bad. Eating too much is bad. We want to eat right for your body matrix. And I can definitely help you with that. Like I said, I have an app. You can get your training protocol, your macro reference protocol through there. You'll get updates, PRs, your body photos through there, everything. And it doesn't matter if you're on the other side of the world or the other side of the United States. I can train you wherever you are online. Go to www.thatguyhealth.com, get your subscription today, download your app today, and get started on your fitness goals, and let me assist you in doing so. So listen, that's 8 hacks for MyFitnessPal. You know what I always say, be safe, let's build together, and peace.